A local woman is sent to the hospital overnight. The ongoing police investigation into a shooting in Rockford.
Plus, a boy from Gaza arrives in Illinois. How community members are helping on his road to recovery.
And local first responders face off in a friendly competition. The Battle of the Badges, combating a shortage of blood supplies.
Live from WTVO 17, this is Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm Wendell Edwards. We thank you for being here. Tonight, an overnight shooting leaves a Rockford woman injured.
Police say the shooting happened around 3:30 this morning at a home on Hinsdale Avenue. The 45-year-old woman was taken to the hospital and is expected to recover. Officials have not said what led up to the shooting. No arrests have been announced and no suspect descriptions have been released. If you have any information on the shooting, contact Rockford Police or Rockford Area Crime Stoppers. Rockford police issue a warrant for a third suspect in the murder of a Rockford man. Tyree Anderson is charged with armed robbery. Investigators previously identified Eric Townsend Sr. and Timothy Chapman as the other two suspects. Both men are charged with first-degree murder. On June 26th, officers were called to Haskell Avenue for reports of shots fired. There, they found Marquel Reddick lying on a sidewalk. He was taken to a hospital where he later died. Anderson and Chapman are not in police custody. If you have any information on where they may be, contact Rockford Police.
A Rockford teenager is arrested after police say he robbed a man at gunpoint. Rockford officers were called to the area of North Court and West Jefferson on June 19th for reports of an armed robbery. Police say a man had responded to a Facebook marketplace ad to purchase an item, but instead was robbed at gunpoint when that man arrived. Now, detectives identified Rayshawn Hoyle as a suspect. Police found Hoyle last week hiding in a home on North Court Street after executing a search warrant. Officers say they found the victim's wallet and phone in a search. Hoyle is charged with aggravated robbery. He is in custody tonight.
A new chapter is starting for a young boy from the Middle East.
He's come out of the war in Gaza and to get medical treatment in Chicago. Brona Tumulty has this story.
That's 7-year-old Bara and his little sister Elaf. And that video was filmed a few days ago before they both got on a big flight with their mum bound for Chicago. Cheers erupting today inside O'Hare's Terminal 5 as the little family arrived. Bara is one of thousands of young children caught up in the Israel-Hamas conflict, but only one of 14 kids who've made it to America for medical treatment through the Heal Palestine organization.
The government of Israel, of Egypt, of the United States should be cognizant of the fact that suffering children are not part of this conflict, and there should be a gateway available for them to get out and get treatment that's waiting for them.
Steve Sosby is the founder of that non-profit and tells us Bara is the second child they've been able to bring to Chicago specifically.
We have a 14-year-old girl, a double amputee, who arrived 3 months ago and has been treated at the Shriners Hospital.
That little girl lost several siblings in the war. For Bara, similar heartache, losing his dad, his grandmother and part of his leg when his home was bombed in Rafah. He too is heading for Shriners.
We try to partner with them and other hospitals as much as we can to get these kids the care they need.
For those part of the welcome party, today was significant. Abdul Razik trying to explain to his own little girl what Bara has been through.
He's from Gaza, and he's been through a war that you're seeing on Instagram, Facebook, the news.
Adding, while this little boy still has a long journey ahead, he's now got a whole new community behind him every single step of the way.
We're all here for the Barat family. This is what we're here for. I wish him the best. I'm going to be following up with him, his family. I'm really excited. I got the goosebumps. Just show them all the support we can. Anything we possibly can do, we're here to do it. And we're not going to back down, and we're not going to stop.
That was Brona Tumulty reporting. An investigation is underway on Capitol Hill after Illinois Congressman Brad Schneider's office was vandalized. Schneider posted images on X, writing posters depicting hostages still held by Hamas in Gaza were ripped off the wall. One image shows shredded posters on the ground outside his office. Schneider's known as one of the most pro-Israel members of Congress. Protesters calling for an end to Israel's war in Gaza demonstrated at his Highland Park home last week.
The Illinois Secretary of State announces a new initiative to address the shortage of truck drivers and school bus drivers. Today, Illinois residents applying for commercial driver's licenses can now take the written tests in Spanish. Study guide materials have also been translated. The Secretary of State's office says the initiative is part of a larger effort to address a shortage of CDL drivers. Illinois joins more than 20 other states in offering the test in Spanish. And as of July 2024, there are more than 370,000 drivers with valid CDL licenses in Illinois.
4 city first responders go head-to-head to see who can inspire the most blood donations. The Battle of the Badges blood drive between Rockford Fire and Rockford Police has begun. The competition looks to boost donations for the Rock River Valley Blood Center during a critical shortage, while also earning some bragging rights for the department that receives the most donations. The goal for this year's blood drive is to get more than 500 donors.
In general, it only takes an hour to donate blood. It's a super easy way to give back to your community. You come in, you get free snacks, you get a free t-shirt, and you get to feel good about saving 3 lives with your 1 donation. For this specific Battle of the Badges, you can come in and give any type of donation, platelets, plasma, red blood cells, whole blood. We will take anything, and that will count as a point for whichever department you'd like to support.
The Battle of the Badges lasts the whole week. At registration, donors will receive a ballot to place in their favored department's box.
And Illinois City goes back in time, all the way back to the 1970s. The city of Pekin opened a time capsule buried in 1977. It's sat 7 feet underground at City Hall, and city officials say they actually unearthed the time capsule and opened it in May, but most of the contents were wet and soggy, so they needed to dry before viewing. Items included newspaper clippings, records and documents, Pekin memorabilia, and even bottles of liquor. There were also letters written to family members in the future that the city tracked through family lines.
A lot of people left letters to their children, their grandchildren, and at the end yesterday when people came and picked it up, there was a lot of emotion because, you know, they were really the last words that people left for some of these people.
Pekin is planning to do another time capsule, but city officials say they don't plan to bury it this time in order to preserve the items inside.
Sounds like a good idea.
Right.
Still to come, Boeing agrees to plead guilty to committing fraud.
Up next, why family members of crash victims say the company is getting off easy.
And coming up at 6, a local nonprofit expands. The new machines offering more workout options for members at the Y.
Well, most of us will stay dry through this evening. We may still see an isolated shower here, especially east and southeast to Rockford. Then daily storm chances are with us. So we've got some summertime heat, though, that is set to return. Find out when the temperatures reach back near 90. Coming up in the first warn forecast a little later.
You're watching Eyewitness News, your home team, with Mimi Murphy, Wendell Edwards, Scott Leber, and Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Tonight, Boeing agrees to plead guilty amid charges it lied to FAA regulators about the software responsible for 2 crashes that killed 346 people.
But the families of the people killed in those crashes are calling for a federal judge to reject the agreement. Washington correspondent Vinay Simlot reports.
The families of victims killed in 2 crashes of the Boeing 737 MAX call it a sweetheart deal.
This agreement is a terrible affront to the families.
In the agreement, Boeing would agree to plead guilty for charges related to 2 crashes from 2018 and 2019. The company would have to pay a fine of about $240 million, invest $450 million in safety, and an independent monitor would have to oversee Boeing's safety and quality for at least 3 years. A judge still has to approve the deal.
Boeing is getting away with what the families believe is a slap on the wrist.
Investigators blame the 737 MAX's MCAS system for the 2 crashes. It's a flight control system that pushed the nose of the airplanes down. Investigators say Boeing didn't tell airlines or pilots about MCAS, and prosecutors allege Boeing deceived the FAA about it.
This plea deal is not the end of accountability for Boeing.
Last month, Boeing's CEO Dave Calhoun testified before Congress.
Our culture is far from perfect, but we are taking action and we are making progress.
He spoke in front of the families of people who lost their lives in the 2 crashes.
it's a constant reminder of the needless loss of life that occurred in these two crashes.
The attorney says the families he represents want the company to change its priorities. In Washington, I'm Vinay Simlot.
Well, temperatures stuck around the low 80s for much of the day.
It was a nice day. When we come back, Candace tells us about our rain chances for this week.
Now, your first warned weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, we've been able to manage a little more sunshine over the last couple of hours. We had some clouds kind of work in earlier today, but with that cloud cover and the sun, we've been able to build up some cumulus clouds, but that's been pretty much it. As we take a live look with our SkyTrack camera here out over downtown Rockford, looking off to the east, most of us are going to stay dry, and our temperatures here late this afternoon and evening have warmed back into the low 80s. We're currently at 83 degrees right now in Rockford, sitting at 81 in Freeport. Notice the heat index is up just a bit as those dew point temperatures climb just a touch. So the next couple of days, you'll notice a little more of a humid feel. Not excessively hot and humid, just somewhat uncomfortable for some here as those dew point temperatures remain on the climb. 66, that relative humidity for our weather watcher Sandy down in the Kirkland-Fairdale area. 81, the current temperature. Actually, no rainfall today, and you've got just a light breeze coming in. 83 for our weather watcher Terry down in Genoa. 71, the dew point temperature, and a westerly wind now at 7 miles per hour. Now, there may be a very isolated shower thunderstorm chance through sunset east and southeast of Rockford, but those clouds have really had a hard time growing over the last couple of hours. So with that kind of tells me, even with this cold front coming through, that any chance for rain as we look on our radar locally, kind of few and far between. So majority of us are going to stay dry as we go through this evening. And as we go through time with Futurecast does want to paint in a couple of very spotty showers through about 7, 8 o'clock. Again, holding on to about a 10-20% chance for that, but mainly staying dry here through this evening. We'll be in and out of the cloud cover for tonight. Well, you'll notice throughout the day tomorrow, however, is an increase in cloud cover through the afternoon. Temperatures are still going to be able to make it into the upper 70s, low 80s. We pull in more moisture, and this moisture is associated with what will be the remnants of what was Hurricane Beryl, now Tropical Storm Beryl, as that made landfall early this morning in Texas, still causing a lot of rain, as well as some severe weather down across parts of Louisiana, Texas, and then in through Arkansas. As we go through the day tomorrow, can't rule out an afternoon shower storm, especially to the south of us as we build up a little instability south and southeast. But again, most of us will stay dry during that time, just dealing with a few more clouds. Now, late Tuesday night into early Wednesday, the northern fringe of that moisture and that rain works to the north and northwest. As it does, we'll see kind of an increase in some shower activity from Rockford to Rochelle and most likely points east and southeast. If the track of that low pressure system moves a little further to the north, then we may see a better chance for some rainfall, but I think the heaviest rain associated with this, where totals could come in at least a couple inches of rain, are going to stay outside of the area through the next couple of days. Now, we break in some of that cloud cover on Wednesday. Despite that northwesterly wind, the breaks build up some instability, and again, with the heating of the day, very typical here for the summertime, we get those isolated showers, thunderstorms for both Wednesday, same thing going into Thursday too. After that, the ridge of high pressure begins to break down, so with that will bring a return to the 90s by the time we get into the end of the week. So tonight we're down to 66. Tomorrow we're up to 82. We'll maintain those low 80s there for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We'll climb back into the upper 80s, looking at some drier time as high pressure builds in. Low 90s potentially here as we look into the back half of the weekend and at least early next week.
Candace, thank you.
Wisconsin next with sports.
He has Garrett Crochet's reaction to being named an American League All-Star.
Now sports with sports director Scott Lever.
Garrett Crochet's name will be front and center for the next few weeks. The White Sox ace is going to be a hot topic as we approach baseball's trade deadline. And next week, he'll suit up for the MLB All-Star game in Texas. Crochet got the news yesterday that he's been picked for the American League team. Until this year, he's been a relief pitcher who's battled through some injuries. Now he is thriving as a starter, and he leads the majors in strikeouts. Here's his reaction to getting the All-Star nod.
Yeah, it's cool. You know, just trying to put one good start after the other, and wound up here, so it's really cool. I didn't necessarily expect this to my first year starting to go this way, but I'm really happy with where I'm at. My confidence is in a good place. I feel really good with my stuff. and most importantly, feeling good. So.
The All-Star Game will be played next Tuesday night. We're going to have it on Fox 39 starting at 7 o'clock. There will also be an hour-long pregame show. The Home Run Derby will be held a week from tonight, and Mets slugger Pete Alonso will be making his 5th straight appearance. He threw his hat into the ring today. Alonso's won the Home Run Derby twice. Others that entered in the Derby include Bobby Witt Jr., Gunnar Henderson, and Alec Baum. We still have a week's worth of baseball to be played before then. The White Sox open a series against the Twins tonight. The Cubs are off. They're going to play in Baltimore tomorrow night against the mighty Orioles. Over the weekend, the Cubs got their first series win in their last 5 series when they took 2 out of 3 from the Angels.
That's what we need to start doing. We need to win series, and that's kind of the goals you put in front of yourself every 3 days, every 4 days. We won a series, and we're going to go play a really good baseball team now in Baltimore. Be a challenge, but that's kind of the mindset we have to put ourselves in.
The Rivets have a home game tonight against the Waterloo Bucks. The Rivets have won 8 of their last 10 games. UConn avoided disaster when men's basketball coach Danny Hurley turned down the Lakers job. Today, the university re-signed him to a 6-year contract worth $50 million. That's $20 million less than the Lakers offered Hurley. Hurley has led UConn to the last 2 NCAA championships. That's sports. We'll be right back.
Really, a lot of us are going to stay dry. The First Warn Interactive Radar brought to us by Rockford Glass and More. Good place to follow some of the shower thunderstorm activity. Next couple of days, we may see that with the heating of the afternoon, but otherwise things will stay fairly quiet. Now, I will say we've had some somewhat comfortable weather, right? Not a lot of heat, humidity. That returns, though, by the end of the week and going into early next week. Tonight, we're down to 66. Tomorrow, 82. 82 again on Wednesday. You'll notice the humidity going up just a bit. We may see a better chance for some showers coming in Tuesday into Wednesday. Low to mid 80s then by the time we head into Thursday, Friday, and then warming again by the time we hit Saturday and Sunday.
So lots of warm weather days coming.
It's coming, yeah. We're still got many 90-degree days ahead.
Thanks, Candace.
And thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at 6.